Welcome students. Today I have to explain the concept of CSEET. CSEET, you will get a concept of a legal aptitude and logical reasoning. When logical reasoning is a part of 25 marks. The word logic itself is something, there are many and numerous chapters. For example, there are chapters like clocks, calendars, coding, decoding. Mainly, they all are the clusters of some puzzles. For example, it can be alphanumeric puzzles. It can be on the basis of alphabets, on the basis of numbers, on the basis of sequences, on the basis of coding, decoding, on the basis of clocks, calendars, analogy, syllogism, blood relations, many small concepts, which makes it a 25 marks. There are many chapters, and the problem is only one: is the time constraint. You have to familiar with every concept. No doubt they will not ask difficult because the problem is in 25 marks. There are 25 minutes and there are 25 chapters, for example. So per chapter is only 1 mark, whereas you have only 1 minute to get solved in the exams. So very difficult parts. Just we have to think: can we solve the following question in a span of a minute? That's the major problem. No doubt, the lengthy concepts you can ignore in the exam, because the reason is if you try for anything which is of 10 to 15 minutes, it will take half of the time of your paper for just 1 mark. So please be familiar. You have to solve those sums which are time savers rather than time consumers. Okay. Today I am going to start with the concept known as logical reasoning, and in logical reasoning also I am going to start with only the concept of clocks. Today I am going for clocks. Now, when we hear the word clocks, when you come across the word clocks, generally what is the thinking? What is the thinking level of a student? When I think of clocks, it assembly will be based on clock. He will think only one thing, that is 1 hour 60 minutes, 1 minute 60 seconds. The concept goes like this, but that part will not be for your exam. It's a kiddish concepts that 1 hour 60 minutes. Forget it. They will not ask all this. Now, what will they ask? We have to come across that. What will they ask? We know that a clock is considered to be 12 hours. Don't consider right now 24-hour clock. You have to consider a 12-hour clock such that you are watching a clock, right, on your wall, something like that, which will be of a circular pattern. Circular means, the word circular stands for a circle. We know clocks are in the form of circle. Now what happens when I consider a circle? Take this as a circle. We know that this is 12. I consider this as 3, this as 6, and here I consider 9. Consider I 1 and 2 as this points, 4 and 5 as this points, 7 and 8 come across here, and 10 and 11 will come across here. And this I consider to be the center point. Now what happens in 1 hour? Suppose if I consider just 1 hour, only 1 hour. We know that there are two hands. There are two hands. I consider the blue one right now as the minute hand, and I consider a small green one, slide so that you can recognize it is separate, as an hour. Green hand is an hour hand and the blue hand is a minute hand. Right now it's 12 o'clock. Now after 1 hour, what will happen? This blue will move from here and will make a full rotation, and once again it will reach here. Whereas the green one, which will come from here to here, and it will stop here, right? Now it means in 1 hour the minute hand moved 360 degree. Can you understand this? 360 degree in one hand, that is 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, it moved 360 degree, which means in 1 minute it moved 6 degree. It is for the concept of, I consider for a minute hand. This I consider a concept for minute hand. Now, in what happens to the hour hand? At the hour hand, moved what? It moved only 30 degrees because this is a 30-degree angle. Because the full circle is 360 degree. So 360 divided by 12, it amounts to 30 degree. 30 degree, which means in 60 degree, 60 minutes, in 60 minutes, it moved 30 degree. So in 1 minute, the hour hand moved just 0.5 degree. So the final conclusion is after 1 hour and after 1 minute, the minute hand moved 360 degree, in 1 minute 6 degree, and the hour hand moved 30 degree, which is 0.5 degree. So the net difference between the hours, the net difference between them is, in 1 hour it is 330 degree, and in 1 minute it is just 5.5 degree difference. That is this minus this, this minus this, or this minus this. The first part you have to understand this concept of a clock. So once again I consider first term. Suppose there is a 12-hour clock in which there are two hands, a minute and an hour. A minute hand moves 360 degree, whereas an hour hand moves 30 degree. Which means that in every 1 minute, the minute hand moves 6 degree, whereas an hour hand moves 0.5 degree. Can you consider this? This is just a cross multiplication concept. You have to understand that much only. This is once again a cross multiplication. If in 60 minutes it is 360, in 1 minute how much? It is just a cross multiplication. So the net difference plays an important role in the whole chapter. This you have to understand. The net difference plays an important role. So if I come to the module part, just to explain, see, I have explained the first line. I have explained the first line. Can you see the first line? The dial of a clock is a circular in shape. Circular means a form of circle divided in 60 equal minutes that we know. 60 minutes space traces an angle of, this is, they have written by mistake, they have written here, every time this is 360 degree, this is not 0 here, it is this way, they are something like misprinted. Therefore 1 minute space travels an angle of, this is not here, this is here, 6 degree. Similarly, in 1 hour the minute hand travels 60 minutes space for 360 degree, right? In an hour hand travels 5 minutes space, that is, I told 30 degree. And the hands of a clock are, okay, till here I explained. So I have explained till here up till now. You have to understand this much part first. Do you got it? Did you understand the concept of dial of a clock, circular? So you can copy out this. This is the concept which I explained till now, right? Right? Did you understand everything for the first 3 lines? Right? I am giving time slightly for just copy this. You can take a screenshot on your mobile phones if you are watching on mobile. You have to mainly consider the concept of 5.5 degree. That's the major, the crux of this chapter. 5.5 degrees is the difference. I understand the word difference. Okay? Revise it, 5 minutes, take 5 minutes, read the upper two lines perfectly once again, see the module, 3 lines, go for it. So now we start with the concept between angles, the concept of angles. Now suppose if I use the word coincide, suppose I use the word coincide means both the hands are one on above. That is the concept of coincide. Coincide means both the hands are one and above. It means hands form a 0 degree angle. If I tell perpendicular, right? If I tell perpendicular, it will be a 90 degree angle. And if I tell they are in a straight line, opposites, then this is a 180 degree angle. Right? Now, there is also a concept of 0 degree is nothing but once again it comes to 360 degree because it rotates and comes back. Whereas 90 degrees practically, as per the rules, there are two 90 degrees. It is a 90 degree and second is a 270 degree also. If a person knows geometrical logic then. Now, what will they ask? We consider this. First, suppose in a clock, when you start this way, suppose this is known as a 90 degree angle, right? But if I consider this, suppose if I consider from this point, that is from this point to this point, this will be considered as a 180 degree angle. Similarly, if I go to this way, this and this way, it amounts to a 270 degree angle, but they consider this as also 90 degree angle. Practically it is a 270 because it's the opposite side. Then also it amounts to, they consider as a 90 degree angle. Now what happens in 1 hour? What happens? First we think in 1 hour. In 1 hour, how many times there is 90 degree angle, how many times there is 180 degree angle, how many times this is 360 or coincide. Always consider this way, coincide will be 0 degree, logic is 0 degree. So it will be in every 1 hour, it will not 1 hour. Suppose if I start at 12 o'clock, you know when it will coincide? It will coincide approximately after 1 hour. After 1, this will be something like here, and this will be something like here. In this spot, at this spot, they will coincide. Near it will be 1.5, yeah, more than 1.5. Right? If you think it will be nearly 1.5, it will be coinciding, it will be nearly 210, it will be 315. They are not the exact numbers. I am not telling they are the exact numbers. But they will coincide in certain level there. So now how to find out how many times it will coincide? First we have to think of this. How many times it will coincide? In a day. Sorry, I am not taking a day, a 12 hour. They will coincide for 11 times. Well, starting from afternoon 12, I can take noon at 12 till midnight 12, between these 12 hours, they will coincide 11 times. Whereas they will be perpendicular 22 times. Why 22 times? Because it will be 90 degree and 270 degree. Whereas they will be in 180 degree, that is a straight line opposite. Straight line opposite will be also 11 times. Right? Why this happens? Because practically speaking, they will coincide after 65 minutes. Well, if I start with 12 o'clock, they will coincide at around 1:05. That is nearly 65 minutes. Now, what is the exact minute? I will disclose, I will explain you later on. Exact after how many minutes. So now, suppose I give you a question. Between 2 and 3. Suppose I start like this. Between 2 and 3. How many times do you think they will coincide? Either you can take coincide or yeah, it will be on what time they will coincide. What time they will coincide? Coincide means on the same hands, both hands one and above, or a 0 degree angle. Now, what to proceed? How to proceed? Please understand this. How to proceed? Suppose I told between 2 and 3. Suppose between 2 and 3 means you have to consider like this. First to consider like this. Right now at 2 o'clock we are like this way. at 2 o'clock, we are like this spots. Understand like this, it is 2 o'clock. Now in 2 o'clock, you have to understand first, this degree is how much? Between any two numbers, जैसे 12 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, between any two consecutive numbers, the degree is 30 degree. So this is double gap, so it is 60 degree. Right? It is 60 degree because that is double gap. And now if I have to coincide them, suppose if I have to coincide them, this will move this way, right? And this will also move this way slightly. This will also move, and they will coincide something like at this spot. They will might be possible coincide. It will be approx 210, but what is exact will I explain later on. So I will explain that only. What will happen? See this. You have to consider existing time is 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3. So I start with 2 o'clock. What is the difference? What is the difference in degrees? First, you have to write that existing at 2 o'clock. What is the difference? It is 60 degree. Now they have to be coincide each other. Coincide is how many degree? 0 degree. So required total degree is how much? 60 degree. Understood this point? Now, what is the difference logic? Difference is 1 minute is, we know that 5.5 degree. This I have explained first only. I can explain once again. It is, see this point. 1 minute is equal to difference of 5.5 degree because of 6 and 0.5. This I explained 6. I explained 0.5. So I explained 5.5, and this I have considered here. So if 1 minute is 5.5 degree, then 60 minutes is 60 degrees is equal to how much? You get 60 divided by 5.5. You can do 60 divided by 5.5. You get 10.909 means nearly 2 o'clock and 10 minutes. It's a fraction. At nearly 10 minutes, they will coincide. Many of the students can convert this. You can convert this, or suppose if I write this in a fraction, if anyone knows how to solve this, I can explain this also in mathematical form. They solve like this: 60, 5.5. Just to remove this dot, I can write 60, 55 into 10. Just to remove this dot. This will be 12, this will be 11, and this will be 120 upon 11, which is nothing but 10, which is nothing but 10, that is 110, 10 upon 11. So approximately at this time, 2 are 10 up this, they will coincide each other. Nearly this. This is part 1, which is I explained the concept of coincidence. Now, further I will explain you other degrees. For example, if I consider between 2 and 3, when will be perpendicular form? Or I totally write only 90 degree side. Only first time 90 degree. Now what will you do if this will be 90 degree? You will once again see this. This is 12, this is 6, this is 3, this is 9, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 5, this is 7, this is 8, this is 10, this is 11. Now between 2 and 3 means initially you are at this spot at 2 o'clock, and this angle is 60 degree because there is 2 points. Now they have to 90 degree. 90 degree means this will move this way, this will move this way, and this will move this way. So somewhere it will be forming a 90 degree. Now where, once again 90 degree, we will write existing angle. Now what is existing angle? 60 degree at 2 o'clock. And what is the required angle? 90 degree. Total amounts to 150 degree. So now once again we become 150 degree upon 5.5 degree. 150 divided by 5.5 amounts to 27.27, means it will be at nearly 2 hours 27 minutes, and 0.27 can be converted into 3 upon 11. If you know to convert 3 upon 11 amounts to 0.27, that you can see in the option also. So at suppose it will be nearly 227, so it will be like this. At 227 means it will be like this. This hand will be something here 2, and 27 will be something here. So this will be forming a 90 degree angle. The first was coincide, second was a 90 degree. Now we come across the concept of straight line. Straight line between 2 and 3. Straight line means 180 degree. For 180 degree, see this. Now, right now you are at this spot. Right now you are at this spot. 2 o'clock. Now, straight line means this will move complete, and this will move something like here. So nearly to this will be here. So this should be either something like this. Right? Straight line means something like this, because I am not running exactly straight. So it can be a straight line like this. So we have to see where it will meet. I think it will be nearly here, because if you will see, if you will draw it, you will get it completely confirmed, because I am not considered as center. So now we have to see exactly where it will form a straight line. So we can start with this. See this. What is the existing angle? Between 12 to 2 is 2 o'clock 60 degree. Now required angle. Required angle is 180 degree, that amounts to 240 degree. So timing will be 240 divided by 5.5. That is nearly 43.6363, which can be written as 43. 63 is nothing but 7 by 11. When you divide by number by 9, you get the fractional part. 63, you try 7 by 11 is 0.63. So the timing will be 2 hours 43 minutes and 7 by 11. If I draw it, you will get it. Suppose I draw this way. If I draw exact straight, I think you can get the picture right. I told 2 hours 43 minutes. Sorry, 2 hours 43 minutes and 7. So it will be like this. This is approximately 2. So you will get approximately, this will be 2 hours. And this will be approximately 43 minutes. So this will be a type of straight line at 2 hours and 43 minutes. You can see on your watch or clock, you can understand. So I have explained 3 things, and once again I will revise all the 3 things once again. So what is the procedure I can give? Suppose the procedure is, if it is a 0 degree, if it is a 90 degree, or if it is a 180 degree, you will write existing angle. Suppose I told between 2 and 3, then the existing angle is 60 degree, 60 degree and 60 degree. You will add this, you will get 60, you will get 150 and you will get 240. Now you will divide by everything by compulsorily 5.5. Compulsorily 5.5. So 60 divided by 5.5 is nothing but it was 10, right? It was 60 divided by 5.5 was 10.90. 150 divided by 5.5 was 27.27, and this was 43.63. Fractional part to remove 9.9.9 can be written as 10 by 11, 27 can be written as 3 by 11, and 43.63 can be written as 7 by 11. So this will be 2 hours 10 minutes, 2 hours 27 minutes, and 2 hours 43 minutes. They will form coincide, perpendicular, or a straight line. Right? Now you can try all three angles, all three means 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, in or between 3 and 4. Try, right? Between 3 and 4, at what time they will form coincide, perpendicular, or a straight line. You can start. I will give you time 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can start. Can we start the answer verification? We will verify between 3 and 4. Now what to start? What is the existing angle? Everyone, existing angle between 3 and 4 is 90 degree at 3 o'clock. At 3 p.m. you consider like this. So required was 0, 90, 180. Existing was 90, 90, 90. So now I get 90, 180, 270, right? Now I consider divide by 5.5, divide by 5.5, divide by 5.5. So what did I get? 90 divided by 5.5. I get what? It is 16.36. Then 180 divided by this. We will around it will be 32.72, and this will be 49.09. So it will be nearly 3 hours, 3 hours, 16 minutes, 4/11, 3 hours, 32 minutes, 8/11, 3 hours, 49 minutes, 1/11. Approximately at this time, they will form a coincide. They will coincide, and they will form a 90 degree, and they will form a straight line. So I have completed part 1 of clocks, including the concept of formation of coincide, 90 degree and 180 degree. Now if I consider the earlier pages which I have started with the module, so we come to certain theory. Once again we can go for theory part. Just to remember, see this. Okay, the hands of the clock are perpendicular in 15 minutes. 15 minutes is the perpendicular part. Straight line and opposite in 30 minutes. If they are in opposite, they are 30 minutes, because 30 minutes there is 6 points. The hands of the clock are in straight line, coincide or opposite. If perpendicular, it is 22 times in 12 hours. I told 90 degrees 11 times and 270 degrees 11 times. 22 times in 12 hours, opposite 11 times, and coincide 11 times. So if I consider straight line means both parts. Straight line considers both coincide as well as, they consider both coincide as well as opposite. Both are considered under straight line. Clear? So suppose if I have given you an example between 2 and 3 o'clock, how many times they will opposite each other? Opposite means what? It's a 180 degree angle. So you will start with between 2 and 3. So what is the existing angle at this point? The existing is 60 plus 180 upon 5.5. If you solve this, it will be 240 divided by 5.5. It will be nearly 43.6363, which will be this. The answer will be 2 hours 43 minutes. It will be forming, right? Got it? Everyone, have you understand this concept? Should I go to concept number 2? Now we can go to concept number 2. Now what is second concept? Concept, okay, I can explain first concept. Concept 1 was angles given and time was question mark. Means I am telling 90 degree, you have to tell the answer. I am telling 180 degree, you have to tell the answer. Part 2 is time given, you have to find out the angle. For example, at 6:30, what is the angle formed between hands? At 6:30, what is the angle formed between the hands? Now, suppose this is 12, 3, 6, 9. Now, consider this. Suppose at 6:30, this is 6 o'clock. Suppose this is 6 o'clock. I consider this way and I consider this as a shorthand S, right? Now you see what happens. This will, that is a minute hand, will move this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and it will come near here at 6:30. Right? It will be here at 6:30, whereas the R hand will move certain degrees. So it will form some angle. It will not coincide, and it will be some angle. A small angle will be there at 6:30. So now see what happens. Please consider a step. In 30 minutes. Why 30 minutes? Because at 6 o'clock they are in the straight line. In 30 minutes, the minute hand moved 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Because in an hour it moves 360 degree. In 30 minutes it moved 180 degree, and in 30 minutes our hand moved how much? 15 degree, because our hand takes 30 degree in 1 hour. It moves 30 degree in 1 hour, so it has moved 15 degree in 1 hour. Sorry, in half an hour. It's 30 minutes. Now means when minute hand reached number 6, right? But minute hand reached number 6 means here our hand moved 15 degree. The R hand has moved certain from here to here. It is something the R hand moved. First it was here. It has moved till here, which is a 15 degree angle. Therefore, at 6:30, the difference is 15 degree. Suppose I explain once again. One more question. At 7:30, suppose I consider next question. At 7:30, what will be the angle? At 7:30, it will be what? Right? Suppose I consider this. Right? Suppose this is 7 o'clock. Now what happens at 7:30? At 7:30, this has moved from here to here, and this has moved from here to here. This will be 7:30. So once again you have to consider this. The minute hand reached number 6 in 30 minutes, and the R hand moved from 7 towards 8. How many degree? 15 degree, because in half an hour this has moved 15 degree. This has moved 15 degree. So now what will be the difference? Yeah, remember, between any two numbers, the degree is 30. Yeah, please don't forget this. Between any two numbers, the degree is 30. So this is already 30 plus this is 15. So now the degree is existing 30 plus 15. Hence the answer is 45 degree. So part 2 is this. Time given, angle question mark. Part 1 is angle given, time question. Right? Now you solve. Solve at 9:30. What will be the angle? So forget 9:30. Okay, it's 9:30. Solve at 9:30. What will be the angle?